the Young and the Restless spoilers. The hidden puppeteer, Nate's discovery. Genoa City was never short of intrigue, especially when it came to the corporate battlegrounds that the Newman and Abbott families called home. Nate Hastings found himself in the thick of it, aware that Glissade, the latest contender aiming to destabilize Jabot, had a powerful backer. Yet, the identity of this mysterious benefactor eluded him. Nate's suspicions grew as he observed the tight-lipped behavior of his colleagues, Audra Charles and Kyle Abbott. They were conspicuously silent about Glissade's inner workings, a silence that only fueled Nate's curiosity. Audra, in particular, was adamant that Nate should mind his own business and focus on his work. "Don't get distracted by external affairs," she advised with a stern gaze. But for Nate, the allure of the unknown was too strong to ignore. He needed to uncover the truth behind Glissade's backing. One day, Nate's persistence paid off. He noticed Audra moving swiftly, her demeanor unusually hurried, as she left the office. Sensing an opportunity, he followed her discreetly, his heart racing with anticipation. Audra drove to a quaint cafe on the outskirts of town, and Nate watched from a distance as she entered. Moments later, he saw none other than Victor Newman seated at a corner table, a manila envelope in his hand. Nate's eyes widened in shock. He watched as Victor handed the envelope to Audra, their conversation seemingly intense and prolonged. The exchange was all the confirmation Nate needed. Victor Newman, the patriarch who ruled over Newman Enterprises with an iron fist, was the hidden force behind Glissade. The revelation hit Nate like a ton of bricks. His disdain for Victor, a man known for his ruthless tactics and manipulative schemes, intensified. This was the same Victor who had undermined countless competitors and manipulated even his own family for power. Now, he was the mastermind behind the plot to sabotage Jabot, using Glissade as his weapon. Determined to thwart Victor's plans, Nate decided he had to inform Jack Abbott. The stakes were too high, and the survival of Jabot depended on uncovering this conspiracy. Nate knew that sharing this information would not only aid Jack but also disrupt Victor's meticulously crafted strategy. Nate approached Jack with caution, aware of the gravity of the situation. "Jack, there's something you need to know," he began, his voice steady despite the turmoil inside him. He recounted his observations, detailing Victor's clandestine meeting with Audra and the exchange of the mysterious envelope. Jack listened intently, his expression growing more serious with each passing second. "So, Victor is the one funding Glissade," Jack muttered, his mind racing with the implications. "This changes everything. We need to act fast." However, Nate's revelation came with its own set of risks. Audra, now clearly identified as Victor's key player within Glissade, would not take kindly to this betrayal. She was fiercely loyal to Victor, seeing him as her mentor and protector. If Glissade failed, the consequences for her would be dire, with Victor's retribution looming large. Nate understood the precarious position he was in. Exposing Victor's involvement meant not only combating a formidable adversary but also navigating the treacherous waters of Audra's potential retaliation. She had proven herself to be a formidable opponent, cunning and resourceful. If she discovered Nate's betrayal, her response would be swift and unforgiving. As the pieces of this complex puzzle fell into place, Nate found himself at a crossroads. He had the power to disrupt Victor's plans and protect Jabot, but doing so would put him directly in the crosshairs of both Victor and Audra. The stakes had never been higher, and the battle lines were drawn. With Jack now informed and strategizing their next move, Nate knew there was no turning back. The fight against Glissade and its hidden puppet master was about to reach a boiling point, with the future of Jabot hanging in the balance. Nate steeled himself for the challenges ahead, knowing that every step he took would be fraught with danger and uncertainty. The revelation of Victor's involvement in Glissade marked a new chapter in Genoa City's corporate wars. Loyalties would be tested, alliances would shift, and the battle for supremacy would intensify. Amidst the chaos, Nate remained resolute, driven by a sense of justice and a desire to see Victor's machinations brought to light. As the sun set over Genoa City, casting long shadows across the skyline, Nate prepared for the storm that was sure to follow. The game was on, and with Jack by his side, he was ready to face whatever came next.